Hey team, Coach Alexa here. Right, so walking, a bit of a series on walking so far, and I wanted to just talk through why walking can be so beneficial. So the key differences between walking and running are fundamentally the fact that walking as a gait pattern, we either have at least one foot on the ground or both feet on the ground. So it's inherently a little bit more of a stable gait. With running, we're either one foot on the ground or no feet on the ground. So if you've ever, run a running event, you might really want one of those flying feet pictures where the photographer catches you with both feet off the ground because it looks really cool. So with walking, either 2 feet or 1 foot on the ground. And that means that it is a little more stable. So we, have got a little bit more of a base of support underneath us for a lot of our walking gait. And it's hand in hand with the fact that it's also much lower impact when we walk than when we run. So when we walk, we're just kind of dealing with our body weight. It's a slower cadence or turnover of the legs, so our number of footfalls per second is lower. And we're not kind of landing on them with as much force. So about 4 times worth our body weight worth of force comes up our leg when we land when we're running. And it's just our body weight's worth of force coming up when we're walking around or about. So it is a lower impact activity, which means that our stabilising muscles, particularly around our hips, our pelvis, our core, don't have to work as hard when we're walking as when we're running. So because of those things, like I mentioned in the last video, it's a great kind of introductory thing. So, if you are getting started in fitness, it's a really fantastic place to start. If you've had any lower limb injuries or bony injuries or breaks, then high impact sports like running, particularly in particularly the early stages of recovery. But even if you've had like a broken arm, for example, going out running with a broken arm isn't great because it's still jarring that break as the force comes up your body. If you've had any lower limb breaks, then much later on in your recovery, walking is like a first step towards rebuilding running again. And of course, there are, some people, medical conditions, health history, etc., where running probably isn't a good idea, but walking is a fantastic alternative. It is providing some loading through the skeleton, so it will help with things like osteopenia, osteoporosis. It is getting the heart rate up. You're getting a lot of cardiovascular benefits. You're getting a lot of health benefits. So yeah, it's a really, really good exercise option for lots of different reasons from a gait point of view and an impact loading point of view.